Let's start off with the start screen. It already has captured me and carried me into the world that this game lives in, and maybe I've been in the game all along. The creator of the game mentioned that they wanted to embody the emotion they felt when playing Kingdom Hearts for the first time when they were young. And I totally see it. The beginning of the game is very... You know what? I just want to show you.
This is not a work of fiction. The characters and events depicted in this video game are entirely real. Any resemblance to real, living, or deceased individuals, or to actual events, is not mere coincidence. From this moment on, you will undergo the degradation of the mind, memories struggling against each other, trying to form a message, trying to remember a reason for existing in reality. The state or quality of having existence. However, what defines existence? What makes something exist? What is your reason for existing? It all starts in the real world.
My first question that I was wondering was, what's the significance of these dates in the top right-hand corner? And the black cat that's following the character, I wonder if it's our pet or is it imaginary? I mean, I know we'll learn later, but... And I love the moment that the game acknowledges that this is a game, and now I'm wondering, and I wonder if the dev has watched the Shibuya arc of Jujutsu Kaisen, since they're so fascinated with the structure and style of city in Tokyo. Now we have transitioned to a new location called Sector F, also with a new character, Nia, who can scan her surroundings, and the people closest to us will display their age and occupation / what they're known for. Another element that comes with scanning is you can see highlighted objects that the character can interact with, indicated by a glowing blue aura around them. My favorite interactable item in the demo is the guitar. You can fully play chords and pluck individual notes as well. Musicians, this is for you.
Hey, you should wishlist on Steam if you have a PC.
How's life treating you these days?
Life's the usual, work, bills, trying to have some fun.
Yeah, totally get that. And, how's that new job at the Clockwork Factory going?
Oh, it's a paycheck, but it's repetitive. Feels like I'm just another gear in the machine, quite literally.
I love the pun / metaphor that the voice line was making about how we're all inner working pieces of a gear in a machine, and often I wish I could watch the machine work without me rotating. There's somewhat a theme of who truly is a puppet and us not knowing ourselves in the game, and although I don't know the full story and lore of the game, I haven't seen every location or every character, but I'm invested.
Aren't you tired of being a puppet? Do you ever feel like there's a destiny? A bigger purpose pushing us towards an end? Even the beginning feels scripted. As you watch fate shuffle those tarot cards, deciding your future, is that what you truly want? Break it. Break it.
Every man's world picture is and always remains a construct of his mind and cannot be proved to have any other existence. Sometimes I think about this. Is this picture the world she truly desired? What is real and what is fake? The line is blurry, like you. Let's go back to the initial question. Are you real? No, better yet, are you alive? Really? Why? It's unfair that you're limited to responding with just yes or no. While I have the freedom to write like this, she probably felt the same way. But still, many times I ponder if it was really the right thing to do. In the end, this question loses its significance. It's all a matter of perspective. In your eyes, you are alive. Yet in actuality, you parallel the Schrodinger's cat experiment. A cat coexisting in life and death simultaneously, but in different worlds, with a closed box similar to yourself, akin to her. Shall we open the box? The combat so far in the demo shows us that we have the ability to do airborne combos as well as dash through and dodge opponents' attacks if timed perfectly. And the music goes so hard. The glitching effect that happens when you take damage is also such a nice nuance that feels right on target with the concept of the world that this takes place in. The demo wasn't focused on being a super jam-packed fight sequence combo demo, but more of an experience and taste of the abstract ideas that the game will bring you upon full release. And you can pet the cats on your way to this tower. Along with that, there is an option to kill the cats, which is not the path I took, but if you're curious, killing all the cats does deliver you a special new area to explore the next time you return to where the cats once existed before you murdered them. After we move past the road of kittens and reach the top of the tower, someone acknowledges our presence. But they're calling us Aiko, even though in our mind we are Nia. So someone is confused here.
Aiko. Aiko? No, I'm Aiko.
Who is the puppet, the narrator or us?
You keep telling yourself that you are Nia, but you are Aiko. Yet your mind is so deteriorated that you genuinely believe that's your life. In that beautiful town with that stupid spherical robot as a pet. It's over. I allowed you to revel in your absurd tale of a happy life. But now, it's my turn to read you my book. The Satire of Any Slave. Dear child, I am your reflection. You've given me life, but I've also taken yours. Look at me. I am what you truly desire. In an abandoned theater lived a very special puppet. It had no face or name, only strings moved it.
This is the boss fight of the demo with the true ending. Since the demo was designed for public events, the final game release will be open world with multiple endings, and if you were wondering about the automatic lock on during the combat, in the final game there will be a free flow lock-on system. I chose the easy boss mode for the boss fight because I was playing on mouse and keyboard and I'm a controller player mainly, but also because I wanted to not die and watch the entire sequence of moves that the boss has. Because the music is so beautiful and it's perfectly synced with the animations of the attacks. Also, the game currently doesn't have a PlayStation controller support and I don't own an Xbox controller, but with full release there will be native DualShock support without the need of external applications. Final release will be on PC, PS5, and Xbox. If you enjoy the game's soundtrack, it is listed on Spotify, and if you would like to see all the Easter eggs and the hardest difficulty on the puppet boss, I highly encourage you check out the official AIKODE YouTube channel from the dev themselves. In this fight, you do have two weapons, up close melee damage and a gun for far away chipping damage. The gun does nothing, because the fight only rewards you for getting close to the puppet, as they should. One thing I didn't mention already, upon release, you will be able to customize the character's clothing, hairstyle, play an arcade or mini game, decorate your home, you can cook, fish, and explore multiple cities and towns. The only thing you can't do in AIKODE seems to be finding the truth.
With courage, the child broke his strings. However, in doing so, the child fell to the ground alongside the puppet, closing his eyes forever. The child broke its strings. You did it too. You broke my strings. Your strings. But in doing so, you closed your eyes as the butterfly landed on them. You signed a contract so long ago. This contract allowed you to see beyond this fractured world. You leap through countless timelines, leaving behind multiple versions of yourself, dying over and over again in an endless cycle of death. And in the end, you achieved nothing. You decided to lock yourself in this box, alive and dead at the same time, in a loop that you call reality, the state or quality of having existence. However, what defines existence is not what makes something exist. What is your reason for existing? Trying to form a message, trying to remember a reason we're existing in.
So I want to know, would you sign the contract?